All right, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and today I want to talk about, this is Being a Better Craps Player, episode 5. And in this episode, I want to talk about using hot bets in tandem with your place bets, and kind of my thinking on it and the way I think it should be done. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of show it first, and then I'm going to try to roll it out. All right, so let's say you had, let's just go 30. 30 will be easier. $30, 6 and 8, okay? And you also were going to hop the 6 and 8, right? Let's say 3 and 3, so it's 1 on each hop, all right? There's 3 ways to hop each number. You got on the 8, you got the 4-4 hard way. It's going to pay 30 to 1 on the hop. And then you got 6-2 and 5-3, which are going to pay 15 to 1. And the same thing on the 6, you got the 3-3, the hard way, which is going to pay 30. And then you got the 5-1 and the 4-2, which are going to pay 15. All right, so you're going to lose $6 each roll. All right, on $30, it means you have almost 6 rolls. You have to, you really want to be winning once out of every 6 rolls. Well, the good news is that on the 6 and 8, you have 10 ways out of 36 ways to win. Right? So this is a good play to hop these together like this. Right? Because you should be rolling a 6 and 8 about 1 out of every 3.5 times. So if you only need to win this 1 out of every 6 rolls to pretty much stay in the profit, you're probably in pretty good shape. All right, so let's roll it out. So let's see. All right, since we're going to play $30 bets, let's go with $300. This is a pretty easy way to play. Most times it'll be effective. Sometimes you'll go a long time without them and it'll burn you. But most times it'll be effective. All right, and then I'm going to get some white chips. I'm going to get $15 in white chips. Now, hops can be tricky. Hops can definitely get you in trouble if you hop too much. But if you hop stuff like this together, all right, so the 6 and 8, we're going to always be hopping them, always be working. All right, we should roll one of these about 1 out of every 6 times. Obviously, if we roll a bunch of 7s, it's not going to be good. All right, here we go. We're working. We got a 10. Okay, doesn't affect the place bet, but we lose $6. I'm going to drop $6. Go again. No, let's mark how many rolls that is. Let's roll 1. And we got a 7. That's not good. All right, that was roll 2. Oh, we need our cappers. And we got a 4. Let's roll number 3. Let's get our $6. And an 11. Let's roll number 4. $6. This is when it can be a problem, when you're just bleeding money and there's an 8. Okay, so it's the 5-3. All right, so it was our 5th roll. We rolled an 8, which is good. I'm going to lose these. We're going to win 35 on the place. Then we're going to win 15 on the hop. All right, I'm going to get this 15 in white. Okay. Next roll. And we got the hard 6. Okay, this is even better because we're going to win a bigger amount. All right, so we're going to win 35 on the place and 30 on the hop. Rack it up. 527. That's not what we wanted. So obviously, guys, the 7 is deadly here, but I'm just showing how if you get this about 1 out of every 6 rolls, the hops are valuable. And you should get this closer to 1 out of every 4 rolls, and there's an 8. Again, $35, $15. Rack it up. And as you can tell, guys, the hop is helping. It's keeping us, you know, we're winning twice for 1 roll, which is nice. Every time you can win twice on 1 roll, it's a good thing. There's a 4-2-6, same thing. We're going to win 35. We're going to win 15. So as long as the probability stays relatively true, you're going to be fine hopping. But don't get carried away with hot bets, guys, because it can cost you a lot of money. All right, be really particular on what you're hopping. And there's an 8. Be really particular, because if you hop, like let's say you hop all the easies, that's a lot of money per shot to be sticking out there. And I know people do that, but that's a lot of money per shot, guys. You have a real high probability of hitting, but there's going to be that run of dice that doesn't hit, and you lose $100 pretty quick. Right? There's a 5, so we're going to drop $6. And so just, you know, I'm not saying don't use hot bets. You should use them, because you're trying to win twice on 1 roll. Right? There's $6. And so it makes it, I don't know how to say, it makes it more profitable on the good ones. On the really good rolls, it makes it a lot more profitable, because you're adding a lot more profit in for a smaller amount. And so hopping numbers, so let's see where we ended up. We're up $12 at this point. Hopping numbers definitely works. You should hop it most of the time with the place bet. And the reason being is because if you hop it, you want to win twice on it. You don't want to just win once on it. The only ones I get to hop and only win once on it make sense to me are the horn and the 7. But the box numbers, because you can place those numbers, in my opinion, you should be hopping it both ways. All right, so let's try something different. Let's try it on the 4 and 10. 25 and 25. Right, there's only 2 ways to roll these. You got the hard way, and you got the easy. So on the 4, you got the 3-1, 1-3, and then you got the hard way. But you don't have to play, even though it's 3 combinations, it's only two ways to roll it when it comes to hops. So you get a little advantage there. All right, just like on the 6 and 8, instead of having to play 5 hops, you only have to play 3. All right, so let's see what happens here. This is cheaper, but you have less ways of rolling each number, but it's equal to the 7. So let's just see what happens. Well, that makes it easy. When you roll hard 10 right on the bet, it's going to win 30 on the hop, 50 minus $1 for the vig. So that's a pretty good, I mean, if you can pick out the hops like that, you got it made. All right, hop again. You're obviously going to roll this at the same rate as the 7. And so I'm going to drop $5 and get $1 back, because there's 6 ways to win, 6 ways to lose. The difference is you're going to win twice when you do win now. And there's a 4. All right. We're going to drop $1 for our vig. We're going to get 15 and 50. All right. Guys, one of the reasons I don't show a lot of hot bets on my channel is because I don't have the layout for them. And that's one of the big reasons. But so as you can tell, Did we get kind of lucky? Sure, a little bit. Very short amount of rolls and rolled some of the numbers we were betting. But as you can tell, when you do hit them, it sure adds up quick, right? And that's one of the things is you should be playing correlating bets. And there's a lot of other correlating bets. So let me show a few other ones, all right? Let's say you have a $50 don't and it goes to the 4, all right? You can hedge the hard 4 out of your losing with 10 bucks. You put $10 on there. Now this one's 70. I know it's going to lose 50 if it rolls a hard 4, but at least you're going to win on it. But now the only losses are the easy 4s. So if you just have that one don't bet, that's a pretty good play. It's a pretty good hedge that takes out a third of the combinations that you can lose on. Right? Let's say it's on the 6. Same thing. You hop it. I mean, not hop it, but you put $10 on the hard way. Now you only have 4 combinations that lose instead of 5. That's a 20% change. That's a pretty big change. The 8 is the same thing, and then the 10 is the same thing. You know, so those are correlating bets. What I like to call correlating bets. They work well together. Right? A really popular correlating bet, and this is a group of bets, but it's really one bet. All right, is the Iron Cross. This is all one bet essentially. It's not 4 bets. It's basically one bet, because what you're saying is that I think that you're going to roll a couple times before you roll a 7, and I want to win every time you roll. And that's what the Iron Cross is saying. All right, so for example, there's $15 in the field. So on all the field numbers, you win at least $15. On the 2 and 12, you're going to get paid double. On the 5, you're going to win 35, but you're going to lose 15, so it's a $20 profit. On the 6 and the 8, same thing. You're going to win 35, but lose 15. So as long as you don't roll a 7, the Iron Cross, it's a correlating bet. These bets all correlate with each other to create a situation that you don't have a loser except for the 7, right? This is a pretty good play. It's not really a standalone play. Let me show you why. All right, you need to do this with other things, whether it's with a don't, whether it's on a pitch count, something like that. And the reason being is because you have $100 at risk to the 7. So that means you have to hit 5 box numbers, or if it's just field numbers, at $15 a pop, I mean, you have to hit quite a few of them, right? Yeah, 7 of them. 7 of them to be exact. So it's not perfect. So is it good? Yeah, it's a good play. But let's just roll it out really quick, okay? So let's see how many rolls we go before 7. Let's see if we can get to our exposure. All right, there's a 9. All right, we have $100 in exposure. And there's a 5, okay? So that's a $20 winner. And there's a 4, that's a $15 winner. Remember, we've had 3 rolls and we've won every time, but we've only won 50 bucks. And there's an 8, so we're at 70. So we need minimum 2 rolls more. And there's the 10. All right. So if we get one more roll, we'll have met our exposure. And we didn't get it. All right. So we went through all that. We lost 100 and we won 85. So that's the risk with the Iron Cross. It just takes a long time to get your exposure. That's why you have to do some other things. So it's a great correlating bet. It's all one bet in my opinion, but it's definitely not a standalone strategy. So that's kind of what this video I wanted to talk about was learning how to win twice on stuff, understanding correlation of bets, and there's other things. There's more advanced correlations of bets, but we're not going to get into them right now. But this is a pretty simple version of this. And, just have the idea. When you're looking at the layout, understand what the layout's offering you. Simple stuff like if you have a $50 don't on the 5, right? Well, there's no way to play a hard way 5, right? But there's only 4 combinations to roll. that'll get you a 5. So if you're going to play anything, play something that has more than 4 combinations. All right? So if you play your 6 and 8 here for 18 apiece, now you have 36 at risk, but you have 50 in your win. So if you do roll a 7, you are going to lose 36, but you're going to win 50. So that makes that a winner. But now you added 10 more ways to win. Also, they don't have nothing to do with this. All right, so you also have 10 more ways to win. And so now you have 16 total ways to win to 4. Right? So there's things like that, little correlations where you see things and you can build around them. And you can make the craps game a far easier game. But anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This. And this is going to be episode 4 of being a better craps player. I know this one didn't have a ton of rollout stuff in it and all that, but that's because I just wanted to talk about how to correlate bets and why people correlate bets and why they're doing those things. Anyways, guys, y'all have a great day and see you later.